information about logging, it is time to learn the debugging with logging. So logging provides a structured way to output messages with different log level, right? This is a useful way for understanding the program's behavior and capturing the information for later analysis. So again, here I'm going to, in this file that I created, debugging with logging, I will import logging library. So logging, right? And here let's use this logging dot basic config, and here we are going to have the level is equal to logging dot debug. Okay, I'm using debug now here. So down here I'm going to create a method. It's going to be just like the other one. So complex calculation logging. Okay, here we are going to have two arguments, a and b, and inside here I'm going to have the intermediate result. So intermediate result, okay, it is equal to a multiplied by number 2, and let's go log this instead of printing. Okay, so I can use the logging dot debug, and here let's use an if statement, and then I will add this intermediate result, right? And here I will just use that variable that I created, intermediate result. So, and okay, come on. So after this we can go with something else, and that was the final result, right? So final result, I think it was something like final result, okay, is going to be equal, we had the intermediate result, and then I will increment this by b, right? So after that, instead of printing the final result, I'm going to log this, right? Very easy, logging dot debug, and here we can add the final result is final result. Okay, and at the end of this function we can return the final result. Now that you have done it, okay, it is time to test the function. So I will be having the result. So this result is going to be equal to the complex calculation logging, and here again I will be adding 5 and just 10 like before, okay, and then I can print it. So let's have the final output, and we're going to have the result as output here. So I will save this, and now if I just run it by using debug with logging and run it, you see that it is giving me debug, okay, root, intermediate result is 10, and also the final result is 20. Before we had print statement here, okay, now we are having the two thing, which is logging, okay, both and debug. If I change it to info and run it, you see it is giving me info, intermediate result, and debug, final result. So that easy, okay, we can debug our Python script with logging, but this logging is important when it is stored into a file. Okay, we can store it into the file, you learn that too. Okay, we can store it like this, or we can format that to have some kind of data as well. So this is important because of storing it into the output files, so later we can use it for analyzing.